Hi, this is Phil. Welcome. And today we got a little bit of a different deck for you. I usually don't play control, but this combo is just too good to pass up. So we're going to be looking at High Noon, a 1 mana, 1 white enchantment, and players can't cast more than one spell each turn. And then we can sacrifice it to deal 5 damage to any target if we have some red mana, which we have some Crystal Grottos and Mirexes to possibly do that. And then what we're doing is we're just stifling the opponent by using the Aven Interrupter to put their spell into plot, into exile. We're Aether Channeling to return their creatures to their hand. And we got a Buelo in there to blink our Aether Channeler type of situation. This returns at the next end step, so we can't do it on the Avian Interrupter, but we can do it on the Aether Channeler. We have Soul Partition to kick spells back. We have the Gateway Glamour to protect our guys, destroy their best creature, blink our Aether Channeler. And then to go along with this combo, we're playing the Soulless Jailer, a 2 mana, 0/4 artifact creature. And permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield, and players cannot cast non-creature spells from graveyards or exile. So if we exile a non-creature spell and put it into plot and we have a Jailer out, then that basically stops that spell completely. So that's kind of the concept of the deck. And then we're just going with really good high value cards. So we have a bunch of Planeswalkers for really good value. So we can put those out and make them really hard for the opponent to deal with because we have some counter spells. We have, Soul Partition and, the Gateway Glamour. That only does creatures, but this does permanents. Soul Partition also does permanents. This town ain't big enough for the two. This town ain't big enough also does a permanent, so we can do, return one of our Planeswalkers, protect it. We got one Angelic Intervention for some protection on the Planeswalkers as well. And then, one Invasion of New Pyrexia to, just another great card for value where we can cast it for X and get a bunch of creatures out on the board and maybe finish the game that way. So let's get into some games and see how we do. Okay, well, we got 3 mana. It's good. Keep it. Soul Partition on 2, Chandler on 3. Hopefully get a 3rd land for the Elspeth. 4th land for Elspeth. This is Domain. We might be a pretty good deal. I like using my mana here. I think it's pretty good. I think we'll go with the card draw. I could Sheldred. I kind of like Elspeth here. I know we could keep the Wandering Emperor up, but I think being able to get some lifelink going and some more tokens out for Glissa is a good deal.
Even my new strength isn't enough.
I think we Soul Partition. Oh, I can cast more than one spell. So we need the chump blockers for Glissa. But we have to take care of that 6/6.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you. This is what you get for hurting my people.
Don't get any lifelink, but I think we Teferi here. Make a guy, maybe?
Faced with tragedy, even observers need to take action. I've got eyes everywhere.
We need to get Emperor up to 2 so that if he
Show
attacks
them
in...
how we greet our enemies.
I think we make a guy. We go
Nobody knows the past better
plus
than me.
on that, maybe? We want to use the Emperor.
Remember your training.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted to
Let
do.
your blade do the talking.
I am here to learn.
2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We're looking good. We can soul partition. Avian interrupter. It's not a counter spell. So Atalia doesn't actually do anything.
We've got the edge in this fight.
I think I want to draw a card.
Now that is an interesting fact.
Keep up soul partition. So the high noon blocks Atali from doing anything. Yep. So that's their one spell for the turn. But now we have the Avian interrupter. We need to make a guy.
Knowledge is meant to be shared.
Bump up our land.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Play a land. Pump up our guy. Perfect. How can we draw a card? I think we Avian Interrupter, whatever they cast. That should do it, I think. Draw a card.
There is much the past can teach us.
Pump up our guy. And that's how it's done. We don't have the high noon, but maybe we can get there. Really want to get to 3 steps ahead as quick as possible, but maybe we'll need that. Got all the lands that we need. 1 counterspell, 1 Emperor. Double white for the Emperor. We could Field of Ruin. This is a good counterspell target, but it's also a good Wandering Emperor target. We can go Mirex. Probably gonna Emperor, but then that leaves the Deluge up. I don't think we really need the Deluge. Probably Mirex would be the best thing if they don't attack. Or, you know, like we have to counter something like that. Just too much power there. So we could main phase Emperor. Can't protect it. We could Invasion for 2, 3. We go with that. Maybe that puts him on the defense. Maybe that puts him, you know, getting some stuff out. We can return that Invasion to our hand as well. And recast it later for more mana. We can Wandering Emperor first strike if they block. I think we might just take the damage. That's great. I think we go with Emperor, save our guy.
Finally, I'm home. Remember your training.
It forces them to have to use their mana if they want to keep that around. We have protection for the Emperor up. We can make more vigilance creatures. They could sweep the board. That would be great if they go to kill the Emperor. This is a great target. I think we plus the Emperor again.
We've got the edge in this fight.
So we have protection as well. We have a bounce spell, 2 bounce spells. This game should be over. We also have the anchorage if we need to attack in with that. Their life total gets too high, but I think it should be fine. And they're just killing a token. Better than the Emperor. I think we'll just bring back the Emperor. And then just attack in. Pretty solid. Alright, and that's the deck. I had to make a few changes. I forgot I was above 60 cards, so I had to pull out the Angelic Intervention and the Extraordinary Journey. Didn't get to see Abuela and, the Aether Channeler, but, did get to showcase out the High Noon and the Interrupter, and just showing the value of the Planeswalkers when you're just pushing, cards back in the opponent's hand. It's just really good. And making them only be able to cast 1 spell pretty much wrecks them. So they just don't have the value, and you're just pushing all their cards back that they try to cast, or you're countering them. And yeah, just pretty sweet deck. Try it out. Pretty awesome. So this has been Told. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one.